What's going on, everyone? This is Danny. Today's video is going to talk about what an HOA is, why it's important, and why you should know about it. Before we get started on this video, please click like and subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram pages. We make weekly videos talking about everything related to real estate. So if you want to stay up to date and you don't want to miss a video, click subscribe and like, and you'll be notified every time we release a video. Okay, so what is an HOA? You've probably heard the term, maybe you've Googled it, but what HOA stands for is Homeowners Association. And what that is an organization in the property that's there to make and enforce rules for the property. And the HOA is there essentially to protect the property value, to protect the property itself, maintain the property, and to protect the owners of the property. So anytime you purchase in an HOA building or property, you automatically become a part of the HOA board. Now, every building's different on how they run and how they operate an HOA, but overall, you have board meetings, monthly, quarterly, and it's really important that you try to attend these board meetings. As boring as it may sound, you definitely want to be there and know what's going on in the building, what decisions are being made, where the money's being spent for the building. These are all very important things, and it can save you a lot of money down the road if you're paying attention to what your HOA is doing and voicing your opinions. Now, the HOA will set the budgets, create the rules and regulations for the building, impose fines or penalties for some owners, line up vendors like landscapers, garbage removal, cable internet packages in some cases. It's there to run the property itself. Now, everything inside your unit that you own is yours. Everything outside of your unit, like the common areas, the roof, the exterior, that's all the HOA's responsibility. So for the privilege of being on that HOA board, you're gonna be paying an assessment usually every month. So your monthly assessment will vary based on the building and the amenities that the building has. Let's say you have a pool, a gym, a doorman, you're probably gonna have higher assessments than a regular walk-up building that doesn't have any amenities. On top of that, what's built into the assessments are the common area maintenance, the insurance, the water, the sewer. All of that stuff is built into the assessment to pay to make it operate. And that's why it's very important that you're overseeing the budgeting and what decisions the HOA is trying to put in place. You'd be surprised how many HOAs that we see that aren't run efficiently, especially on the financials. If there's not enough money in reserves for a building and the whole building needs to be tuck pointed next year because it hasn't been touched in 20 years, there's gonna be a giant special assessment, and odds are there's not enough money in the reserves from all the assessments to pay for that project. So what that means is every owner in the building is going to have to fork up more money in a lump sum or pay extra every month to cover that future project. Now, if you're looking to sell your property and there's a special assessment, or there's a special assessment even talked about in the meeting minutes, you're responsible to pay that for the new buyer. The buyer is not responsible since you live there, and if you're aware of it, you have to disclose it. Now, HOAs are not all bad. They're there to protect you, to protect your property value. Let's say one of the owners below you wants to swap out all the windows and put in a new door that doesn't match all the other ones. The HOA will prevent them from doing that because it will likely hurt the curb appeal of the building and the value. So the HOA is there to enforce the rules and impose penalties and fines if people aren't following the rules. You know, we've seen in buildings where they don't allow dogs, but some owners snuck a dog in there. People are gonna find out, like your neighbor's gonna hear the dog barking. So the HOA will find out, they're gonna find you, and they're probably gonna make you get rid of your dog. So that's a terrible situation on both ends. So my advice is follow the HOA rules, make sure you're reading the rules and regulations before you purchase into this building. When you're in attorney review, go through the documents with your realtor and your attorney to make sure there's no red flags in the building, to make sure the financials are in place. The HOA is also responsible for setting rental restrictions in the building. How many units can be rented at a time? How long can they be rented for? Will they allow Airbnb? These are all very important things to consider when you're living there or when you're trying to sell. So again, it's really important to go to these board meetings, get involved, voice your opinion, look through the documents that they send you every month or every quarter, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for this stuff. So that's a quick rundown on what an HOA is and why it's important. If you have more questions on it, we'll make more videos, but you can always DM us on the videos and we'll respond to you with your questions. As always, please click like and subscribe to our channels to follow all of our new weekly videos that we make every single week. We appreciate your support and we hope to see you on the next video. Again, if you have new topics that you want us to cover, DM on the comments below and we'll make a new video just for you.